was her feistiness. But then, as we were filming, I got the heart part. I got the love that she feels for the job that she does and the people that she's working with.
David Visentin, the co-host of the hit HGTV show Love It or List It, has finally addressed the rumors swirling around his longtime co-star Hilary Farr. But this revelation does more than just tackle the allegations. It also exposes conflicts and struggles behind the scenes. Join us as we uncover the full story behind this candid revelation. The origins of the rumors. The magic of love. It or List It was never just about houses. It was about the people behind the renovations, the personalities that carried viewers through each room, each choice, and each heart-pounding decision. At the heart of the show were David Visentin and Hilary Farr, two distinct personalities whose on-screen presence created a magnetic energy. Over the years, this energy became the foundation of one of television's most beloved duos. Viewers could not help but notice how closely they interacted, how each word and glance seemed perfectly timed, and how effortlessly they played off each other. This natural chemistry quickly gave rise to speculation, as audiences began to wonder if the connection extended beyond the cameras. David's approach to real estate was methodical and grounded. He analyzed numbers, inspected corners, and evaluated the practicality of every space. Hilary, on the other hand, approached homes as canvases. She saw walls as stories and rooms as opportunities to express emotion through design. The contrast in their methods sparked lively debates, yet it was always playful. David often teased Hilary about her bold choices, suggesting that some of her ideas might be too extravagant or impractical. Hilary, in turn, responded with witty and pointed comebacks, highlighting the humor and intelligence that underpinned her design decisions. This continuous back and forth became more than a routine. It was a spectacle that viewers anticipated with each episode. The banter between them was not only entertaining, but also deeply human. He talks about their relationship.
Love It or List It. Yeah.
Banter, chaos. There's a lot of chaos, actually.
It showed a form of respect disguised as rivalry. David's teasing never crossed into malice, and Hilary's sharp comebacks were always clever rather than cutting. Together, their interactions created a dynamic that felt genuine and unscripted. The tension was light, the laughs frequent, and the occasional mock frustration from either party only added to the charm. As audiences picked up on the layers of their relationship, media outlets began to notice as well. Tabloids and gossip columns found fertile ground in the duo's chemistry, suggesting that perhaps the tension on screen was more than just performance. Rumors about off-screen romances and private disagreements circulated widely, fueled by the public's fascination with celebrity lives and the media's appetite for sensational stories. Headlines speculated, articles dissected every glance and gesture, and soon, the playful rivalry that had captivated audiences became fodder for wider speculation. Social media amplified the rumors even further. Dedicated fans of the show discussed, analyzed, and shared theories across platforms, creating communities centered entirely around the relationship between David and Hilary. Every episode sparked countless posts, with fans debating whether a particular smile or teasing remark hinted at something more. These discussions, often fueled by imagination rather than evidence, kept the speculation alive between seasons. Online communities grew into spaces where admiration for the hosts intertwined with curiosity about their personal lives, creating a feedback loop where every playful interaction could be interpreted as secret signals or hidden tension. Despite the swirling rumors, the truth remained simple. Their connection was professional, yet deeply respectful and friendly. They shared a commitment to the show, to the homeowners they helped, and to creating entertaining television. Their rapport was the result of years of working together, learning to anticipate each other's moves, and developing a rhythm that allowed both of their personalities to shine. The playful teasing and spirited arguments were the hallmark of their collaboration, not evidence of hidden romance or conflict. Even as rumors circulated and speculation ran wild, the essence of their relationship remained unchanged. The chemistry that viewers loved so much was born of trust, understanding, and a shared commitment to excellence in both real estate and design. But what was David Visentin's response to all these rumors? David Visentin breaks his silence. For years, viewers watched David Visentin and Hilary Farr on Love It or List It, captivated by their witty exchanges, playful arguments, and the seamless way they brought homes to life.
The one consistent thing is that the more appealing a home is to a buyer, the more he will pay. And one of the things that affects a home beyond sort of the function of...
The energy between them was undeniable, sparking curiosity and speculation among fans. Many wondered if there was more to their relationship than what appeared on screen. Rumors swirled, fueled by the chemistry that made the show so entertaining. Behind every tease and every pointed remark, audiences imagined a deeper connection. For a long time, the truth remained hidden, leaving fans and media alike to fill the gaps with assumptions. Then came the moment when David Visentin chose to speak, breaking the silence that had lasted for years. In a candid conversation, Visentin finally addressed the persistent rumors head-on. He spoke with openness and honesty, cutting through years of speculation. His words carried a clarity that was long overdue, finally offering insight into the dynamic that viewers had admired and wondered about. He did not shy away from discussing the swirling rumors, nor did he dismiss the curiosity that fans had expressed over the years. Instead, he approached the topic with a calm and thoughtful demeanor. This was a moment of clarity, a definitive statement that addressed every question without drama or exaggeration. The heart of Visentin's revelation was the confirmation that, while he and Farr shared an exceptionally close friendship, there was never any romantic involvement. Their bond was rooted in years of collaboration, mutual respect, and shared goals. This was not a partnership built on romance, but on professionalism and trust. It was a connection that grew out of shared experiences, the daily challenges of creating a successful television show, and the commitment to helping homeowners make life-changing decisions. The closeness that fans had perceived on screen was genuine, yet it was the kind of intimacy that forms between colleagues who understand and respect each other deeply. There was laughter, friendly banter, and support in times of stress, but nothing beyond the bounds of a strong friendship. Behind the scenes, the relationship between David and Hilary was a model of collaboration. Each brought a unique set of skills and perspectives to the table. David approached every project with precision, attention to detail, and a grounded understanding of the real estate market. He analyzed numbers, studied layouts, and considered the practical aspects of every home. Hilary, by contrast, brought creativity, vision, and an intuitive sense of design. She transformed spaces, imagining how colors, textures, and layouts could create harmony and beauty. Their contrasting approaches sometimes led to spirited debates, but these were always constructive. Together, they created a balance that elevated every project, producing results that delighted homeowners and viewers alike. Visentin shared that their professional relationship relied on clear communication and mutual respect. Every disagreement, every difference of opinion, was handled with care and consideration. The success of the show depended on their ability to work together, to listen to each other, and to trust in each other's expertise. The playful arguments seen on screen were often amplified by editing for entertainment, but the foundation was always respect and collaboration. David emphasized that the trust they built over the years allowed them to challenge each other creatively while maintaining a harmonious working environment. This behind-the-scenes dynamic, he revealed, was far richer and more meaningful than any on-screen speculation could capture. Speaking openly about the rumors was not just about setting the record straight. It was about acknowledging the nature of public perception. The world often interprets closeness and camaraderie as something romantic, especially when it is displayed so vividly on television. He wanted to honor the years of dedication, effort, and passion that both he and Hilary had poured into their work. But what led to the strong connection between these two? The untold stories of David Visentin and Hilary Farr. David Visentin and Hilary Farr are household names, yet their paths to television fame were as unique as the homes they transformed. Each brought a different story, a distinct set of skills, and a personal history that shaped the way they approached Love It or List It. Understanding where they came from helps explain why their partnership resonated with millions of viewers, creating a blend of expertise, personality, and charm that felt effortless yet powerful. David Visentin's journey began in the world of real estate. From a young age, he displayed a keen understanding of property, a talent for numbers, and an instinct for identifying value. He approached homes not just as structures, but as investments and spaces where families would create memories. His analytical mind combined with his natural charisma made him a formidable realtor. Over the years, he honed his skills, navigating the challenges of the real estate market, learning the art of negotiation, and developing a reputation for honesty, reliability, and insight. These early experiences laid the foundation for his future on television, where he would bring both expertise and personality to every home he evaluated. David's personality was shaped by years of experience in the field. He learned to read people as carefully as he read property reports, understanding the desires, needs, and fears of homeowners. This skill allowed him to connect with clients, build trust, and guide them through major life decisions. These traits translated seamlessly to television, where viewers could see not just a real estate expert, but a person who genuinely cared about the families he worked with. Hilary Farr's journey was equally compelling but came from a very different direction. Her passion for design was evident from a young age. She had an eye for color, space, and composition, and she nurtured her creativity through education, travel, and professional experience. Her understanding of design was not purely aesthetic. She believed that homes should reflect the personalities, lifestyles, and dreams of the people who lived in them. Hilary's approach combined artistry with empathy, allowing her to transform houses into homes that felt both beautiful and functional. Before television, Hilary built her career through hands-on experience. She worked on a variety of projects, learning the intricacies of construction, renovation, and design. She developed an understanding of how to turn vision into reality, navigating budgets, timelines, and client expectations. Her experience taught her resilience and adaptability, qualities that would prove invaluable in the fast-paced world of television. Hilary's dedication to her craft, combined with her confidence and creativity, positioned her as one of the most respected designers in her field long before she ever stepped onto a set. When David and Hilary came together for Love It or List It, their backgrounds complemented each other perfectly. David's strategic, detail-oriented approach balanced Hilary's creative vision. He focused on practicality, market value, and functionality, while she concentrated on aesthetics, atmosphere, and emotional resonance. Their contrasting skills created a dynamic that was both entertaining and effective, allowing homeowners to explore their options with confidence while viewers enjoyed the spirited exchanges between two experts at the top of their fields. The foundations of their friendship and professional partnership were deeply rooted in these early experiences. Both had faced challenges and learned valuable lessons that shaped their approach to work, collaboration, and life. David's background in negotiation and property evaluation taught him patience and observation. Hilary's experience in design and renovation taught her flexibility and problem-solving. Together, these skills created a synergy that went beyond professional collaboration, forming the basis for the trust, respect, and rapport that would define their time on the show. Their personal histories also influenced how they interacted on camera. David's grounded, thoughtful demeanor provided a counterbalance to Hilary's energetic and imaginative style. This combination created a rhythm that viewers found compelling, a flow of ideas, challenges, and solutions that kept every episode engaging. The contrast between practicality and creativity, grounded analysis and artistic vision, made them not only effective collaborators, but also an irresistible duo for audiences. However, beyond the smiles that the public sees, Hilary Farr and David Visentin had their share of struggles. Personal struggles and behind-the-scenes challenges. Behind the bright lights, camera angles, and perfectly staged homes of Love It or List It, both Hilary Farr and David Visentin faced challenges that tested their resilience, shaped their perspectives, and influenced the way they approached life and work. Encounter battles that require courage, determination, and growth. Hilary Farr's journey is a striking example of resilience. In 2014, she faced a life-altering diagnosis of breast cancer. This moment marked a turning point in her life. Confronted with her mortality, she began to reevaluate her priorities, both personally and professionally. The diagnosis was not only physically demanding, but emotionally intense. It forced her to slow down, reflect, and consider what truly mattered to her beyond the walls of renovated homes and television ratings. Through this period, she discovered new strengths, confronting fear with determination and finding clarity in the process. The experience deepened her empathy and reinforced her commitment to authenticity in both design and life. Her health battle reminded her that life is precious, and it influenced the decisions she made in the years that followed, including how she approached her career and the opportunities she pursued. After 19 successful seasons on Love It or List It, Hilary decided to leave the show. This decision was not made lightly. Years of dedication, creativity, and collaboration had defined a significant portion of her life, and stepping away meant leaving behind something that had become a central part of her identity. However, the choice reflected growth and a desire to embrace new challenges. She sought projects that would allow her to expand her professional horizons, explore fresh opportunities, and continue her journey in design on her terms. Her departure signaled a readiness to explore the world beyond the set, to engage with projects that aligned with her evolving goals, and to invest in herself in ways she had previously postponed. David Visentin's challenges were of a different nature but equally significant. As a realtor and television personality, he often found himself portrayed as the underdog in the dynamic between love and list decisions. On the show, many homeowners chose to love their current homes rather than list them for sale. While this choice reflected genuine decision-making, it sometimes sparked debates among fans about authenticity and whether outcomes were influenced by scripting or editing. Navigating these perceptions required resilience and patience. David's professional challenges were intertwined with public scrutiny, forcing him to maintain his integrity while managing the pressures of reality television. His ability to remain steady, approachable, and insightful in the face of criticism demonstrated professionalism and a commitment to his role, even when external forces questioned it. Beyond personal struggles, both Hilary and David experienced challenges in the production world. In 2017, a notable legal controversy arose involving a couple from Raleigh, North Carolina. The couple claimed that the renovations conducted on their home were subpar and took legal action against the production company, Big Coat TV. This lawsuit highlighted the complexities of reality television, where high expectations and real-life outcomes can sometimes conflict. Big Coat TV filed a counter-defamation suit, emphasizing that allegations and portrayals on reality shows often carry layers of interpretation and responsibility. The case was eventually settled, but it served as a reminder of the ethical and legal challenges that accompany reality television production. For both hosts, this moment underscored the importance of transparency, communication, and diligence in managing professional responsibilities while navigating public perception. These experiences of personal struggle and professional challenge contributed to the growth of both Hilary and David, but the challenges did not end there. Things became even more complex when Hilary Farr announced her exit years later. The impact of Hilary Farr's departure. Television viewers around the world had grown accustomed to the familiar rhythm of Love It or List It. The dynamic between David Visentin and Hilary Farr had become more than a simple collaboration. It was a relationship built on trust, respect, and a shared passion for helping homeowners navigate life-changing decisions. For nearly 2 decades, fans tuned in week after week to watch the playful debates, the carefully staged renovations, and their energy made every episode feel both entertaining and heartfelt. In December of 2023, the television world received a major surprise. Hilary Farr announced her decision to leave Love It or List It after 19 seasons. The news resonated deeply with viewers, many of whom had followed her journey from the very beginning. The announcement marked the end of a chapter that had defined not only the show, but also the careers and personal lives of both hosts. 19 seasons of dedication, creativity, and collaboration had created a legacy that could not be understated. Hilary's departure was not just a career move, it was a significant moment in the history of the show, signaling the close of an era that fans had cherished for years. The reasons for Hilary's decision were rooted in personal growth and evolving professional goals. Over the years, her career had been a journey of creativity, challenge, and accomplishment. Yet, as time passed, she felt a pull toward new opportunities, projects that would allow her to explore different aspects of design, and challenges that went beyond the framework of the show. Her choice reflected a desire to continue growing, to embrace change, and to invest in personal and professional development. It was a decision made with thoughtfulness and intention, a recognition that even the most successful chapters in life sometimes need to conclude to make space for new beginnings. The shift was not a reflection of dissatisfaction, but a natural progression in a career marked by passion, dedication, and continuous evolution. For viewers and fans, the departure prompted reflection on the unique qualities that Hilary brought to the show. Her energy, creativity, and meticulous attention to detail had left an indelible mark on every home she touched. Her exit reminded audiences that behind the bright smiles and dramatic reveals was a professional who had contributed immeasurably to the show's identity and reputation. It was a moment that honored her influence, highlighting the many ways she had shaped Love It or List It into a program that resonated with families and viewers alike. David Visentin's reaction to the news was both heartfelt and understanding. As a longtime collaborator, he acknowledged the significance of Hilary's decision and the impact it would have on the show. He recognized that 19 seasons together had forged a professional bond and a personal friendship that went beyond cameras and scripts. Visentin's support reflected a deep respect for Hilary's ambitions and a recognition that her departure was a step toward her growth and exploration. His response demonstrated maturity, empathy, and the understanding that true partnerships are strengthened by respect for one another's goals, even when those goals lead to separate paths. The departure also raised questions about the future of the show. Fans wondered how the dynamic would shift, how new additions would integrate, and how the energy of 19 seasons would translate into the next chapter. Yet the foundations built by Farr and Visentin provided a strong platform for the show to continue.
To bring the new season to the viewers.
Exciting.
Well, yeah, I'm very excited.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
It's a big change, but it's going to be a great one.
If you could describe Love It or List It.
Their professionalism, commitment to quality, and the rapport they had cultivated over nearly 2 decades ensured that the legacy of their collaboration would endure. The influence of Hilary's vision and expertise would remain, even as the show evolved to meet new demands and welcome fresh talent. Paige Turner's bold arrival on Love It or List It. The departure of Hilary Farr marked the end of an era for Love It or List It, leaving fans with a mix of nostalgia and curiosity. After nearly 2 decades of a dynamic partnership with David Visentin, the show faced a moment of reinvention. Enter Paige Turner, a new co-host, chosen to bring a fresh perspective and renewed energy to the beloved program. Her arrival marked a turning point, signaling a shift not only in design approach but also in the dynamics that had defined the show for years. The introduction of Paige Turner promised change, excitement, and a chance to see Love It or List It evolve in a way that honored the past while embracing the future. Paige Turner came to the show with a wealth of experience in both home renovation and real estate.
It's an honor. You know, I'm very blessed to be able to do this and to carry on the legacy of this show. I mean, this is a flagship HGTV show.
Her professional background set her apart as a versatile and capable designer, ready to tackle the challenges that the show presented. Having worked on projects like Fix My Flip and Rock the Block, she brought knowledge of both creative design and practical renovation solutions. Turner's approach combined bold ideas with careful planning, resulting in designs that were innovative, thoughtful, and tailored to the unique spaces she transformed. This mix of creativity and expertise positioned her as a natural fit to step into the shoes left vacant by Hilary Farr's departure. The audience's reaction to Paige Turner's arrival was varied. Longtime fans of the show experienced a sense of nostalgia, missing the familiar presence of Hilary Farr and the dynamic she shared with David Visentin. Many viewers reflected on the seasons filled with playful debates, thoughtful design choices, and heartfelt moments that had made the show so memorable. Adjusting to a new co-host required time, and fans initially approached the change with caution. There was a period of observation, where viewers watched closely to see how Paige Turner's style, personality, and design philosophy would blend with the established format of the show. Despite first skepticism, Paige Turner's presence quickly began to show its value. Her fresh ideas and approach injected energy into the episodes, creating a new kind of excitement for both homeowners and audiences. The interplay between her and David developed into a lively competition that echoed the familiar friendly rivalry of the previous era while introducing new nuances. David's grounded, methodical style complemented Turner's inventive, bold approach, creating a dynamic that was both entertaining and productive. The post-Hilary era of Love It or List It reflected the natural evolution of long-running television programs. Change is inevitable, and the introduction of Paige Turner represented a commitment to growth and renewal. The show's format remained the same, but the infusion of new ideas and perspectives allowed it to adapt to contemporary design trends and audience expectations. Turner's experience on other renovation programs contributed to her ability to think creatively under pressure, tackle complex spaces, and provide homeowners with solutions that balanced beauty and functionality. Her expertise ensured that the show continued to deliver high-quality transformations while bringing a sense of novelty that reinvigorated the viewing experience. David Visentin, now partnered with Paige Turner, adapted seamlessly to the new dynamic. Their teamwork displayed a mixture of strategy, analysis, and playful tension, much like the dynamic that had previously existed with Hilary Farr. Yet the change allowed both hosts to explore new methods of collaboration, fostering an environment where experimentation and innovation could flourish. The episodes showcased the duo's combined strengths, highlighting the balance between practical considerations and imaginative design. The friendly competition that emerged was both entertaining and inspiring, demonstrating that change could preserve the essence of the show while creating space for growth. Paige Turner's influence extended beyond design execution. She brought an energy that encouraged homeowners to consider bold choices and embrace possibilities they might not have previously imagined. Her presence emphasized the idea that transformation is not just about physical spaces but also about perspective and confidence. The collaboration between David and Paige Turner offered a refreshing approach to the familiar love or list decision, highlighting the importance of thoughtful consideration and creative solutions. The aftermath and future for David Visentin and Hilary Farr. The split following Hilary's departure from Love It or List It marked the end of a familiar chapter, but it did not diminish the bond they have built over years of collaboration. Their relationship, while often portrayed as playful rivalry on screen, has always been rooted in mutual respect, trust, and genuine friendship. Despite the shift in their careers, this enduring camaraderie continues to be a cornerstone of their professional lives and a reminder to viewers of the human connections behind the cameras. David and Hilary's friendship has endured despite the pressures and challenges of long-term television work. Over the years, audiences saw them tease, debate, and challenge each other, but behind the scenes, their relationship resembled that of siblings. They supported one another through difficult moments, celebrated successes together, and provided guidance when faced with personal challenges. This dynamic of caring, trust, and understanding has remained intact even as Hilary moved on from the show. Social media interactions between the two often reflect this continued support. Their bond reminds fans that even in the world of reality television, authentic relationships can thrive beyond public scrutiny. The friendship they share has also contributed to the enduring popularity of the show. Fans have long been drawn not only to the renovations and decisions made on screen, but also to the chemistry between David and Hilary. Their camaraderie, marked by humor, challenge, and respect, became a defining feature of Love It or List It. This foundation of trust and connection provided stability and consistency for viewers, making the show feel relatable, authentic, and engaging. Even with Hilary's departure, the lessons of their partnership continue to resonate, demonstrating how personal relationships can shape the energy and success of a program. Looking ahead, both David and Hilary have embraced new opportunities and personal growth. While there are no immediate plans for joint projects, both have expressed openness to future collaborations, leaving the door open for potential reunions in professional contexts. Their willingness to explore new ventures separately reflects confidence, creativity, and a readiness to expand their horizons. David has focused on projects that highlight his expertise in real estate, while Hilary has pursued initiatives that allow her to express her creativity and design philosophy in new ways. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and also click the next video shown on your screen.